And hello, everybody. Welcome into this morning's broadcast here in the United States as we welcome you to Championship Sunday of the 2021-2022 Premier League season. What a fantastic season it has been. So great that the title race, the top four race, and the relegation battle all come down to the final day. All 10 matches with all 20 teams in the league taking the pitch right now. Simultaneous kickoffs here at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. local time in England. And I will be featuring the Manchester City Aston Villa game. Manchester City, with a win, would be crowned champions of England. They're in front of their home fans at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester, England. And don't worry, over the course of the next 2 hours, I will certainly be providing updates around the grounds. All 10 games kicking off right now on Championship Sunday, and we're underway from Manchester as Manchester City tries to take down Aston Villa to secure that title. I'll go over the different scenarios in a moment. First, the starting lineups as Manchester City kick off. In goal, it is Ederson. The back line for Man City in a 4-3-3 formation consists of Laporte, Stones, Fernandinho, and Cancelo. Meanwhile, the three in the midfield consist of Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and De Bruyne. Meanwhile, up top, it's the trio of Foden, Jesus, and Mahrez. Aston Villa also lining up in a 4-3-3 formation for this one. In goal for Villa is Olsen. Meanwhile, the four at the back for the away side includes Dean, Mings, Chambers, and Cash. In the midfield, it's Ramsey, Luiz, and McGinn. And then up top for Aston Villa, it's Buendia, Watkins, and of course, Philippe Coutinho. Manchester City in their traditional sky blue colors, attacking from right to left in this first half. Aston Villa in all black, attacking from left to right in these opening 45 minutes. All right, so as I mentioned, this will be the match I focus on throughout the course of the next 2 hours. However, I will be providing updates from around the grounds as we get them. And of course, my primary focus will be on the title race, but I'll be giving you updates on how the top four race is going. The relegation battle is going. But yeah, Manchester City with the win, guaranteed champions. They come into the day 1 point clear of Liverpool. However, if Manchester City was to draw and Liverpool was to win, the title would be Liverpool's. So that is how things line up as Phil Foden goes down and a free kick awarded to Manchester City. Aston Villa protesting the call, but it's going to be a dangerous opportunity nonetheless for City. It's Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden standing over the free kick. Manchester City has been lethal from set pieces all season long. De Bruyne in swinger, headed into the air by Fernandinho, and that's off target. Goal kick for Villa. Fernandinho, the captain of Manchester City. Tyrone Mings, captaining Aston Villa. The managers for Man City, of course, Pep Guardiola, and for Aston Villa, interestingly enough, Steven Gerrard, former Liverpool legend, of course. So could Gerrard's team, Aston Villa, do a very nice favor for Liverpool? We shall see. Liverpool taking on Wolves right now. And we'll keep you posted on that. And Wolves has actually just scored. Wow. Wolves has just taken the lead over Liverpool. And the fans at Etihad already in a festive mood after hearing that news. Here is Aston Villa driving forward. Ollie Watkins has it taken away from Fernandinho. So all of a sudden, things looking even better for Manchester City as Liverpool trails 1-0. Wolves with a shocking early goal. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Jesus to Kevin De Bruyne. Now down the left wing, it's the Portuguese international João Cancelo. Cancelo trying to cut it in for Jesus. But that lands at the feet of Robin Olsen. Olsen, the goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Villa, really with nothing to play for but pride. They're about as mid-table as you can get. 11th place coming into the day, so they're not really playing for anything, except, as I mentioned, maybe doing a huge favor for Liverpool. Here's a chance for Manchester City. Shot there came in from João Cancelo, blocked, and now out to Bernardo Silva. Here's Rodri, back to Fernandinho. Manchester City dominating in the early stages. Nearly 5 minutes into the match. Championship Sunday in the 2021-22 Premier League season. It's on the left wing with Cancelo. He moves it into the middle from Silva. They look to switch the point of attack. It's off of Mahrez. And the throw-in will go to Villa. All right, so here is that update. Wolves indeed has taken a 1-0 lead over Liverpool. And let's see how this goal came about. Yeah, it was just a cross to the back post, finished off by Raul Neto. And so as it stands, Manchester City 2 points clear of Liverpool. And if the current results hold, Manchester City would win the Premier League title. So that's a shocking start to that game for Liverpool in front of their home crowd as well at Anfield, which is usually a very difficult place to play for any opposition. So our first update comes early, and it's a significant one. On the ball now is Bernardo Silva. Wide it comes for João Cancelo. Foden at the end line, cross deflected, and the header away by Callum Chambers. The throw-in will go to City. All 10 games around the Premier League taking place simultaneously. 4 p.m. local time kickoffs in Manchester, around England. And the game I'm focusing on is in Manchester at Etihad Stadium, I should say. The referee this evening, I should mention, is Michael Oliver. Darren England leading the VAR room. Manchester City once again attacking down this left flank. It's João Cancelo and another mistimed pass where there's just been a little miscommunication. And it ends up as a Villa goal kick. Well, Manchester City with pretty much all the possession early on in this one. A packed house on hand at the Etihad, which other teams around the league would like to joke that that's not always the case. But for an occasion like this, you certainly would expect nothing less with a chance to raise the trophy. Great to see the title race coming down to the very last day of the season. And what an idea that was by Phil Foden. It did deflect out of play, so throw in to Manchester City. Tried to get by with the back heel flick. It deflected off of Luka Dean. Oh, that's a dangerous looking ball from Fernandinho. Gabriel Jesus nearly got on the end of it, but off his line was Robin Olsen to claim that one. That ball had an unbelievable amount of slice. Great idea from the captain, Fernandinho, but good alertness by the keeper, Robin Olsen. Here is Olsen, and oh my word, that nearly led to an ultimate blunder. His clearance blocked by Jesus, and it could have easily ended up in the back of the net. Instead, it goes just wide, and Aston Villa survive a scare. Olsen with a bit of a heavy first touch, and all of a sudden there was Jesus closing down the angle. And that could have been an absolute disaster for Aston Villa. Here comes Villa. This is Jacob Ramsey. Ramsey gets it back from Ollie Watkins. Cross delivered. It's all the way through the 18. Settled by John McGinn. McGinn, dangerous cross. And Fernandinho to the rescue. Philippe Coutinho almost getting on the end of that service. Coutinho, of course, the former Liverpool player. And that was a good-looking cross from John McGinn. Took one touch to set it up. An in-swinger with his left foot. And the reaction from Steven Gerrard tells the story. The first real chance for Villa. 10th minute of play here on Championship Sunday. They will take their time on the corner kick. They like to go short right along the end line. Now it's played back. The service by McGinn. Ball bouncing around. De Bruyne tries to clear. It's still kept alive by Luca Dean. Dean lost it. And a foul called against Manchester City, it appears. No, just a stoppage in play because we do have a head injury. That's the right thing to do for Michael Oliver. Anytime there is presumably a head injury, you have to stop play immediately no matter what the situation is. And the player down is Luca Dean. Just past the 10-minute mark in all of the matches around England. Oh, yeah, he took a ball to the face there. I didn't even realize that in real time. As Aston Villa tried to cross it in, I couldn't tell who crossed it, but it hit Dean right in the face, of course, unintentionally. But a bit of unfortunate circumstances there. 0-0 the score, but with Wolves leading Liverpool, this result would be sufficient enough to win the title. You would have to think that Liverpool will respond. They have to with the stakes so high. Of course, they do have the Champions League final in 6 days' time in Paris against Real Madrid. So that is an interesting dynamic. As we have a little bit of a delay here as Luca Dean is attended to. It did not look pretty as he took that ball right to the face. He is up to his feet, and good to see him jogging off to the sideline. It appears as though he will be able to continue. Sorry, Villa 14th to start the game. I don't know why I was thinking 11th, although they're only 1 point back of 11th place. But still, no, they're not in contention for any European spots. They're safe from the drop zone, of course, by a good margin. So it's pretty laid back end of the season here for Villa, although they could play spoiler to City if they were to spring a surprise. But of course, that's assuming Liverpool wins, which it's not looking too good right now over in that match. That clearance only as far as Bernardo Silva. Here's Rodri. Rodri opens up, finds De Bruyne. The pass couldn't quite find Jesus. And there's a misclearance by Robin Olsen. It gives Manchester City a throw-in. 14th minute of play from Manchester, England. 0-0 between Man City and Aston Villa. But the big story right now over at Anfield, Liverpool has surrendered an early goal. 4 minutes in, Wolves getting on the score sheet. Neto scoring for Wolves and stunning the crowd there in Liverpool. Here's a cross whipped in from the right wing. Headed into the air, and now back to Olsen. And McGinn off target there. It will result in a Man City corner. I don't know really what John McGinn was thinking of trying to head that back to Olsen. Very risky move. And in the end, it gives Man City a corner kick opportunity. De Bruyne with the in-swinger. Punched away by Olsen. And down went Jesus. No foul according to Michael Oliver. Aston Villa looking to counter and still staying with it is Matty Cash, although he eventually ran out of real estate as Rodri swooped in for the steal. A quarter hour played at the Etihad. And that pass out of play for a Villa throw-in. We're scoreless on Championship Sunday in the Premier League. Here's Cancelo. Man City trying to work it out of the back. Bernardo Silva so calm on the ball. Here's Aymeric Laporte. He elects for the switch, and that nearly led to a turnover. Headed out by Jacob Ramsey. That was an interesting decision by Fernandinho. The possession, to no one's surprise, really 70 to 30% in City's favor. The shots 2-0 Manchester City. No shots on goal, however, in this game so far. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne tries to slice it through to Phil Foden. Foden's going to get there. Now with his back to goal, sends it back for Cancelo. He gets it back from Mahrez. Overlapping run. Mahrez onside. He takes it to the end line. Cuts to his left. Sends it across the 6. De Bruyne couldn't get on the end of it. However, the attack is not done yet here from City. Back it comes to Rodri. Fernandinho. Manchester City looking to win another Premier League title. Here's Cancelo, and Cancelo with a heavy last touch, which took him beyond the end line. Goal kick to Villa. Well, some promising build-up play. Cancelo had a dangerous-looking cross sent through the 6, and Kevin De Bruyne nearly getting on the end of it. But not quite, as Luka Dean got in the way. The 18th minute. As Fernandinho sends it back to Ederson. Those two, of course, international teammates for Brazil. If the current results hold, Man City would win the Premier League title, folks. Here's De Bruyne. Heavy first touch given away. But Douglas Luiz passes to nobody. Throw in for City at the 18-minute mark. That goes out for yet another City throw-in. Fernandinho to Silva. They'll open it up down the left-hand side. João Cancelo. Back to Bernardo. And that's an errant pass. Just a bit sloppy on both sides, really, these last few minutes. Manchester City back with it. Here's Ederson out of his box. Out wide for John Stones. Laporte back to the left-hand side. What's good, Vaughn? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing good, Vaughn. And good morning to you. Still pretty early for you out on the West Coast. All these matches on the final day of the Premier League season kicking off at 4 p.m. local time. Here's Cancelo. Into the box. Jesus takes it out and finds Silva. De Bruyne passes it through. Jesus not going to get there. He went sliding for the ball, but could not quite get there. Yeah, I'm streaming early today. I mean, final day of the Premier League season, Vaughn. Title's still up for grabs. I decided I'd have to come on. I didn't cover as many Premier League games as I wanted to this season, so I wanted to come on for Championship Sunday, which is always one of my favorite days, especially when the title's still up for grabs on the final day of the season. But yeah, not too early. I mean, early for you out on the West Coast, but 11 a.m. start here on the East Coast. That's a switch over to Riyad Mahrez. Laporte switches the point of attack. It's now on the right wing. What's up, Ben? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm doing well, man. You just got in for the local league basketball finals, U12 game double overtime. Wow. Seems pretty epic. Good stuff, man. As that goes out for a City. No, they'll actually say it's a Villa throw-in. Gabriel Jesus clearly in disagreement with that decision. Matty Cash going up the line for McGinn. He couldn't control, and it goes back to Manchester City. What's good, Emo Goose? How is it going? Welcome into the stream. What's my opinion on the shirt yank from Real Madrid that did not get called? What game are you referring to? I'm trying to remember. Oh, are you talking about their Champions League game? You'll have to refresh my memory on that. On which game you're talking about. Yeah, I know. There is a Premier League game on the Golf Channel. Yeah, that's funny. That cross blocked, and it's in behind for a Man City corner kick. Oh, yeah, you're talking about that game. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Excuse me. But yeah, excuse me. Oh man, my throat. As that cross is handled easily by Robin Olsen. Oh my God, got to clear my throat here. Sorry, guys. Yes, I remember what you're talking about. There you go. I got my voice back. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, when Benzema like closed down the keeper. Yeah, I remember that. I think it was 50-50, to be honest with you. It could have been called a foul. I don't really mind that they let play continue. I sort of remember that play. I'd like to see it again to refresh my memory. As De Bruyne is tripped up, no foul. As Jesus keeps it alive, he finds Foden. Foden shoots. Oh, and that's just wide of the post. Manchester City so close to the game's opening goal. And it looked like that did take a minor deflection. And it will result in a corner kick for City. As a staunch Chelsea fan, who do I want today? I would rather see Liverpool win the title than City, Ben, if I'm being honest with you. I'd rather see Liverpool win than Manchester City. That's just me. I've never really liked Manchester City. I mean, I don't like Liverpool either, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't I dislike City more for some reason. I don't know what it is about them. As this goes out for yet another corner kick. Oh, really? Real Madrid lost in the EuroLeague final to the Anatoly Elves. All right. Cross all the way through to the other end. Cross whipped in. Tyrone Mings with the clearance. And we do have an update. Liverpool has equalized. So the score is now tied over at Anfield. It's 1-1. We'll get a goal score on that momentarily. And so Liverpool now one goal away from going ahead of Man City in the live table. If this result was to remain scoreless and Liverpool was to win, they would win the title. Here is that goal. They're showing it right now. 1-1 the score. The goal scored by Sadio Mane. Mane with a composed left-footed finish. And Liverpool right back into that game against Wolves. And that has Anfield coming alive. But still, as it stands, if the current results hold, Man City would win the Premier League title. Now, if this result stayed put and Liverpool was to score again, then we're talking about a different story. But things getting more interesting again. As long as Aston Villa can keep Man City off the board, of course. Bernardo Silva over to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne out wide for John Stones. Silva, 26 minutes of play. And now Fernandinho back for Ederson. Cancelo chips one into the path of Jesus. Sent out by Tyrone Mings. Mings, the captain of Aston Villa. Here's Rodri. We'll switch the point of attack to João Cancelo. Cancelo back to his left. Drives one in, and that was blocked by Aston Villa. Okay, gotcha, man. Gotcha. Very good, very good. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez opens up. Passed ahead to Jesus. He's going to get there. It's from a tight angle. Tried to put it on target, it appeared. And Olsen was there to grasp the ball. I don't know. I guess Jesus was looking to cross that, but it was such a tight angle that Olsen was able to claim it. And he actually took that ball to the chin originally. And he's still a bit shaken up. Yeah, he'll require medical attention here. 28th minute of play. Oh, really? Coach Pops has been out there watching. Wow. Very good. Very good. 0-0 in this one. And the longer it stays 0-0, I'm sure the more tense it will get, especially considering Liverpool is one goal away from taking the lead over Wolves after trailing in that game early on. Olsen appears to be okay. Still clearly in a bit of discomfort after taking that cross right to the chin. And so play resumes, approaching the half-hour mark at the Etihad. Back for Olsen. He'll clear, but it's missettled by Matty Cash. The possession now 77 to 23% in Man City's favor. Look at the total passes, 210 compared to 62 for Villa. The pass accuracy, 93% for City, 71 for Aston Villa. That's out for a goal kick for Villa. There's a collision off the ball and a foul called against Fernandinho right around midfield. Taken down there was Ollie Watkins. And a free kick awarded to Steven Gerrard's side. 30 minutes played, still scoreless on Championship Sunday. John Stones will just clear it out of play on the far sideline. Throw in taken by Villa. Header one there by João Cancelo, and it could lead to a chance for Man City. Jesus on his right foot going near post, and it was just shanked wide at the end. A complete mishit by Jesus as Douglas Luiz and Callum Chambers nearly collided. Just miscommunication there, and the flag remained down as Jesus created that chance, and he just scuffed it. Yeah, I would agree with you there, Ben. Yep. And the fans now getting frustrated with the amount of time it's taking Olsen to take the goal kick, although Michael Oliver now having a word with Tyrone Mings. Olsen sends this one well beyond midfield, chested down by Ollie Watkins. Luiz all the way back for Olsen. And the fans have quickly turned on Olsen. That's away by McGinn. De Bruyne. In the attacking third, it's Riyad Mahrez. Cross deflected. Dangerous ball at the back post. Headed out of danger by Callum Chambers. It will lead to a Man City corner. Yeah, the original cross was deflected by Mings, but it nearly fell perfectly to Gabriel Jesus. Luckily for Villa, Chambers got ahead to it. Cross sent towards the back post. Headed clear of the box. And unable to keep it in was John McGinn. About a dozen minutes away from first half stoppage time. And it remains scoreless. Do I think the Celtics will be okay? I hope so, man. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I had the feeling the series could go 7 before it started. I still feel that way. I'm still pretty confident the Celtics can get it done, but I mean, you know, they were down 2-1. They were even down 3-2 against Milwaukee. So I'm not overly concerned, but obviously it would be nice for them to take a series lead by winning the next 2. But let's focus on winning game 4 first and foremost. Goal kick taken by Olsen. Out for a Man City throw. Last touch by Coutinho. What an addition Philippe Coutinho has been to Aston Villa. Ever since Coutinho left Liverpool, his career kind of went downhill in a hurry. That's what you're hanging on to? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stay positive. But yeah, definitely a little nerve-wracking for sure, with the series score being what it is. Manchester City moving it across the back. Now it's played into De Bruyne. Laid off to Riyad Mahrez. What's good, Rohan? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Here is Jesus to the end line. Cuts back to his right. Jesus stalls, chips one to the edge of the 6. Headed forward by Silva. And now back out to Cancelo. Cancelo slips, and it's stolen away by Aston Villa. Just a wet spot in the pitch, it looked like. And that's a good challenge by Mahrez. However, it rolls out of play for a goal kick. And a little shaken up on the play is John McGinn. Yeah, we got Rohan in the house. Great to see him. This ball chipped towards Jesus. Callum Chambers getting a touch on it, and a free kick awarded to Aston Villa. Michael Oliver was all over it there. "36 minutes in the books, all 10 Premier League matches here on the final day of the season, kicking off simultaneously. Of course, adding to all the suspense and drama that the last day of the season brings. Here comes Villa. Cross delivered. The header's in! Aston Villa takes the lead. Matty Cash stuns the crowd in Manchester. In the 37th minute, Manchester City finds itself down 1-0. And we have our first twist to the title race story here in the final game of the season. With 8 minutes left in the first half, all of a sudden, as it currently stands, Liverpool would be Premier League champions. The title race has just been flipped on its head. A beautiful cross to the edge of the 6. Matty Cash there to cash in. And just too much power on the header. Ederson got a glove to it, couldn't keep it out. And Aston Villa has absolutely stunned everyone around the world. And Pep Guardiola cannot believe it. 1-0 Aston Villa leads. And it's an unbelievable twist to the storyline. Would you believe that? Liverpool, Real Madrid, who am I backing? You mean like who do I think will win? I don't know, man. I want to say Real just because they win. They keep winning the Champions League anytime they make it to the final. I'm kind of leaning Real Madrid, but I don't know if I should. I think Liverpool is the favorite, but I don't know. Something about Real, man. Wow. Welcome in, Hugo. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, 8:38 a.m. Yeah, for you over on the West Coast. I know it. 11:38 for me. So yeah, very early for yourself, but gotta rise up for the final day of the Premier League season. Wow, what a stunning goal that is as De Bruyne loses possession. It's out for a Villa throw, and if Aston Villa can hold on to the lead into the halftime break, it's going to be a very, very interesting second 45 minutes. Well, well, well. Things have gotten very interesting indeed. And here comes Villa again. Matty Cash claiming that there was a handball, nothing called. And sorry, I meant to say if Liverpool scores, then they will go ahead in the title race. Because even though they're level on points in the live table, Man City does have a superior goal difference, uh, which I should mention. But yeah, I was basically saying in real time that's assuming that Liverpool will take the lead against Wolves, which I guess we can't make any assumptions on Championship Sunday with so much on the line. As Olsen claims that ball. 40 minutes played, and things are getting very interesting indeed. Thoughts on Ronaldo playing Europa this next season? I mean, yeah, that doesn't seem right. So I'll just put it that way. It's been a disastrous season for Man United, no doubt about that. Aston Villa under a bit of pressure, but they'll get out of it. Through ball, played ahead to Ollie Watkins. Watkins getting it on his right foot, getting a shot away, but it was blocked nicely by the sliding Aymeric Laporte. And that's given away by Phil Foden. Try to find Mahrez. 4 minutes remain until first half stoppage time. Here's Matty Cash. Back for Caleb Chambers. Chambers. And now driving forward is Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho all the way towards goal, and he tries to put one on target, sends it wide of the net. An ambitious effort. Couldn't quite hit the target there, Philippe Coutinho. Yeah, moments ago when that ball came back to Ederson, there were shouts from Aston Villa for a free kick as Fernandinho perhaps nudged Ollie Watkins a little bit. I don't think there was an awful lot in that challenge. Oh, that's a dangerous cross into the six, but Olsen dives on it. Possession 72 to 28% in Man City's favor. They've outshot Villa 5-3. However, the shots on goal, 1-0 Villa, and that one shot on goal found the back of the net. Yeah, exactly, Ben. Exactly. No doubt about it. Oh, and this is a dangerous chance. Ollie Watkins nearly in on goal, but Ederson came out at the last second to snatch it away. Fernandinho all out of sorts in the last few minutes of play. And these have been nerve-wracking moments in the final stages of the first half for Manchester City. Here now is Mahrez. Mahrez along the sideline. And now Rodri. João Cancelo. Here's Bernardo. Laporte over to Rodri. Man City very patient here in the build-up. Edge of the box. Stones goes wide for Mahrez. Mahrez on his left. Clips it back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne to the near post. Blocked away twice, and it's in behind for a corner. That was dangerous for Manchester City. Yeah, that would be crazy if Gerrard does Liverpool a huge favor. Still a long ways to go, of course. A minute away from first half stoppage time. Cross whipped in near post, headed out of the box. Now back to Cancelo. Cancelo again. on his right foot. He takes a crack at goal. That's smothered. Make sure you stay tuned for the halftime report. I'll get you caught up on all of the other 9 matches taking place. That's coming up next. This ball clipped in and claimed out of the air by Matt Olson. That's right, Ben. That's right. And we enter first half stoppage time. We'll see how much is put up on the board. Oh, and that's Jesus lurking in the box, cleared away by Chambers. And there will be 4 additional minutes here at the end of the first half. So that's a significant amount of stoppage time. Riyad Mahrez on the ball. Can Man City grab one before the break? It's now Laporte. Laporte finds Fernandinho. 1-0 Villa leads to the surprise of many. De Bruyne chips one towards the end line. Getting there first was Coutinho. Coutinho helping out defensively, and that's out for a City throw. Yeah. I can get you some updates on the Spurs and Arsenal games. I wasn't really giving updates because I can give you one right now. Tottenham is up 2-0 over Norwich, so it's not looking good for Arsenal's chances as this is controlled by Foden. And now Bernardo Silva. He'll find Cancelo. Cancelo onto his left. Shot blocked. But yeah, Tottenham is up 2-0 Norwich. Arsenal is leading Everton 2-0, but that doesn't matter. As long as Tottenham beats Norwich, they will make the Champions League and Arsenal will not. So not a whole lot of suspense there in the top 4 race, but certainly plenty of suspense right now in the title race. Well, I was hearing Messi to Inter Miami, Rohan. That's what I was hearing. Which would be very interesting. Here's Phil Foden. Foden ahead to Bernardo. 2 minutes from the halftime whistle. Laporte. Wide for Cancelo. And now rolled into the box for Foden. Another blocked cross. Villa has been very disciplined defensively. Another cross dangerously sent towards the back post by Cancelo. Dean got a touch on it, in behind for a corner. A lot of the games have reached halftime around the grounds. Still about 90 seconds left till halftime in this one. Hey, selfishly, I would love to see Messi at Inter Miami because I'd get to watch him in MLS. That would be awesome. I would love to see Messi in person. As Laporte's header takes one hop into the breadbasket of Robin Olsen. 1 minute from halftime. 1-0 Villa leads. Watkins couldn't quite get there. And now on the ball is Bernardo Silva. Nice interplay with his Portuguese international teammate, João Cancelo. Space opening up now on the right side. It's De Bruyne driving forward. He'll lay it wide for Mahrez. Mahrez cuts it onto his right, trying to get through, but it's stolen away by Luka Dean. Now Watkins all by himself at the moment. And he ends up dribbling out of play. And that will do it for the opening half from Etihad Stadium. A stunning scoreline at the Etihad for the second straight game in the Premier League. Man City trails at the half. They were trailing West Ham 2-0, only to come back to draw 2-2. And it is now 1-0. Aston Villa at the break. All right, let's go live over to Anfield. Liverpool Wolves dying moments of the first half, Liverpool temporarily playing with 10 men due to an injury for Thiago. They were originally supposed to be 4 minutes added on, but they're going into the 50th minute. Wolves possessing in the midfield, and it's turned over in a dangerous area. Here's Henderson. He'll send it wide. Luis Diaz chasing. Here's Diaz. He cuts it back, but it's given away to Wolves. That clearance kept in play, however, by Andy Robertson. Here is Henderson. Is there one last chance before halftime for Liverpool? Nope, they give it away at the edge of the 18th. And that will do it. Jurgen Klopp runs to the locker room, and after 45 minutes of play, it's Liverpool 1, Wolves 1. Look at all the scores. Villa leading City, of course, 1-0 in my featured match. Tottenham up 2-0 on Norwich. Arsenal leading Everton 2-1. Newcastle up on Burnley 1-0. Those aren't all the scores. I'll get you caught up on all of the score lines in a moment on the halftime report. It's a wild Championship Sunday. Nothing better than the final day of the Premier League season with the title race, European race, and the relegation battle all still in the balance. The halftime report is next. It's Villa 1, Man City 0 on the final day of the season. Hello, everybody, and welcome into the halftime show. Wow. Once again, going over the scores, all 10 matches at halftime. Villa leading City 1-0. Liverpool tied with Wolves at 1 goal apiece. Tottenham 2-0 up on Norwich. Arsenal leading Everton 2-1. Newcastle leading Burnley 1-0. Brentford leads scoreless. West Ham leading Brighton 1-0. So many crazy score lines around the grounds. Championship Sunday has not disappointed so far. And let's give you an update of all of the important matches going on. First, Liverpool versus Wolves at Anfield. A stunning start to this match, as just over 2 minutes into the game, off of a Wolves goal kick, they would score the game's opening goal to stun the crowd. It was Neto with the game's opening goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold just caught out of position a bit, and a ball that was not headed out cost Liverpool in the end. Jurgen Klopp not pleased with the start to the game. However, in the 24th minute, Liverpool, as expected, would respond. Sadio Mane with the game's equalizing goal. He was in on goal, and from about 10 yards out, able to slip one by the goalkeeper, Jose Sa. A left-footed finish. It is 1-1 at the break. Meanwhile, my featured match here, Manchester City, Aston Villa, a stunning goal in the 37th minute to break the deadlock. Matty Cash with the header that got by Ederson. He got a left hand to it, but could not keep it out. And that goal put Aston Villa in front, and that's how it stands at halftime. As we take a look at the updated live table, Manchester City and Liverpool now tied on 90 points. However, Man City has the superior goal difference, so Liverpool still needs to beat Wolves if they want to win the title. Meanwhile, Burnley taking on Newcastle down in the relegation battle, and it would not be a good start for Burnley as they try to stay in the Premier League. A handball called on Burnley, and it went to VAR, a clear decision in the end, really, and the penalty would be converted. 1-0 Newcastle in front. Meanwhile, the other game, considering that regarding that relegation battle, Brentford leads, 19th minute of play. Leeds would score. They thought they grabbed the lead, but the goal would be checked for a possible offside by VAR. And this was all going on at the same time. Newcastle converted the penalty to take the lead on Burnley. As that Leeds goal was being checked, it would be chopped off. However, since Burnley is trailing Newcastle, as it stands, Leeds United would be safe on 36 points, and Burnley with 35 would join Watford and Norwich City in getting relegated. So absolutely unbelievable stuff, really. What's good? Hey, I like your channel over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. You have a nice day as well. And I really appreciate the kind words. Wow. So the title race and the relegation battle, two things to really keep an eye on. No doubt about that in the second half of all these matches. If the current results hold regarding the title race, Manchester City will become Premier League champions. However, if Man City is still trailing or if it's tied and Liverpool takes the lead over Wolves, all of a sudden you'll be looking at a live table where Liverpool would win the title. So it is a very interesting scenario because in theory, if Liverpool scores 1 to take the lead over Wolves, Man City will need to score 2. And that could make for an unbelievable ending to what's been an extraordinary 2021-22 Premier League season. Absolutely bonkers. Crazy storylines. I always love when the title race comes down to the final day of the season, which is also the case in Serie A today, by the way. But the Premier League title race has been quite something all season long. It's been a two-horse race for a while now between Man City and Liverpool, and it's only fitting that it's all going to come down to basically the final half of the entire season. Absolute drama around the grounds. All 10 matches going on right now. And of course, in about an hour's time, the trophy lift will take place. Who will be lifting the trophy? That is the big question. And it remains to be seen. Aston Villa's goal on a header by Matty Cash has Manchester City trailing at halftime A stunning development at the Etihad. Meanwhile, Sadio Mane with an important equalizer for Liverpool as Liverpool tries to pull off the improbable and somehow win the title. I'll be back in a moment to look ahead of the second halves. And a warm welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Across the grounds, all 10 matches getting the second half underway as we speak. Some second halves already started. Meanwhile, Manchester City, Aston Villa, and the Liverpool Wolves game about to start their respective second halves as we go back to the Etihad in Manchester. Nervous times for the home crowd, as it looks like a halftime substitution will be made by Pep Guardiola. Alexander Zinchenko set to come onto the pitch, and we'll see who makes way for him. And the answer to that is Fernandinho. So very interesting. The captain Fernandinho making way for Zinchenko. So Guardiola moves things around a little bit with that substitution. Hope you guys are enjoying live coverage of Championship Sunday here with the culmination of the 2021-22 Premier League season. The title's still up for grabs, very much so. As Michael Oliver gets set to start the second half, just a little bit of a delay. I would assume that they're trying to line it up so that both this game and the Liverpool game kick off their second halves about as simultaneous as they can get. And there we go. We're underway in the final 45 minutes of the Premier League season. And all the pressure here on Manchester City, who trail by a goal to nil. Of course, both teams switching ends. Aston Villa going from right to left now. Man City from left to right. Driving forward here is Bernardo. And on the attack early, that cross all the way through the 18-yard box by Phil Foden. Now for an Aston Villa throw-in. Luka Dean over to take it. Jack Grealish warming up on the sideline for Manchester City. We'll see if he comes on anytime soon. As a foul's called against Aston Villa. Back it comes to Laporte. Zinchenko, first touch of the match for him. Nice 1-2. Zinchenko sending it across. Aston Villa clears away as that was intended for Jesus. First touch towards the sideline by Cancelo. It is out for a City throw. Kevin De Bruyne into the middle with Bernardo Silva. Zinchenko on the left wing. Another dangerous cross. Olsen has it. Man City starting the second half in a similar manner to how they started the first half. A ton of the possession, trying to create chances anyways in the early stages of the half, but still no goals to show for. John Stones on the ball. He'll find Cancelo. Zinchenko finds the feet of Foden, plays it through. It could be a chance as Jesus lays it back. Foden clips one in. Mahrez can't get there. And De Bruyne sends one over the bar. That was certainly promising for Manchester City. Good interplay leading to that chance. And De Bruyne is always going to be tough on the half volley. Just sort of struck it a little bit late. And the crowd's reaction tells the story. Every chance so vital for Manchester City as Jesus is taken down, and that will result in the first booking of the match. Tyrone Mings shown yellow. Stones. And now Phil Foden. He finds Rodri. De Bruyne wide for Mahrez. Mahrez at the edge of the 18. Makes a move on his left foot. Rodri switches the point of attack. It's Zinchenko on the left side. Drops it back for Bernardo. Zinchenko dribbling all the way through. He's still going all the way to the end line. Cuts it back. Plays it across. Mahrez couldn't get the shot away. What a defensive effort once again from Aston Villa's defense. Manchester City just all over Aston Villa to start the second half. It's Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez sends in the cross. Oh, what a miss. From inside the 6, Jesus somehow missed the target. An unbelievable chance there for Manchester City. And Jesus just couldn't get his legs right. Tried to reach out with the outside of his right boot, and it was sent over the bar. Five minutes played here in the second half. 1-0. Aston Villa still leading here with the title up for grabs. De Bruyne waits, finds Foden. Now Riyad Mahrez, edge of the box. He drops it back. A strike from distance. And Rodri sends it wide. A real good look for Rodri. Set himself up with the first touch, and ball certainly had plenty of pace. Just off target. Oh, and apparently over in the Liverpool Wolves game, Liverpool scored a goal, but the flag went up for offside. Here is De Bruyne. His shot blocked, but it doesn't matter, as the assistant referee raised his flag offside against City. Early moments of the second half, and you can just see by the facial expressions of the City supporters, these are anxious moments, to say the least. A lot of nervous fans on hand at the Etihad. Any panicking in the City ranks? I mean, yeah, if it stays this way by like the 60th minute, it could be trouble. Liverpool took the lead, Hugo. I heard that their goal got chopped off for offside. Hold on, yeah, it still says it's 1-1. I think the goal got chopped off. I could be wrong. I'm kind of keeping an eye on that game. But you let me know, Hugo, about that. I could be wrong. Down the left flank, here's Luka Dean. He went down. No foul on the play, and it rolls out for a City goal kick. 53rd minute of play. Intense moments, to say the least. You're back, Vaughn. Welcome back, man. Crazy stuff, man. Aston Villa leading Man City. And this has made the title race quite epic here. Yeah, that linesman is going to feel it. This is whipped in by Cancelo, and off of Villa for a City throw-in. What a climax this is turning into of the Premier League season on the final day. De Bruyne tries to clip one in. Back out it comes to Rodri. Bernardo. Chipping one to Zinchenko. He tried to cut it back. Half-hearted shouts for a handball. It will be a corner for City. Zinchenko goes short quickly. Here's De Bruyne. Dangerous cross. What a collision that was. Ball still in the air. And Olsen snatches it out of the air. It was offside. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. All right. You're watching that game on Instagram. Oh my. Well, there you go. Any way you can find it. There you go. Oh my, here comes Villa. A chance on goal, and it's shanked wide. An unbelievable opportunity for Ollie Watkins. The flag was up, however, on the far side. but that came out of nowhere. This was off the punt by Olsen, and I'm not sure if he was offside. Maybe by a hair. But wow. If that doesn't wake up Man City, I don't know what will. 55th minute approaching. Tripped up there was Cancelo, and a foul called against Luka Dean. Free kick for Manchester City. Ten minutes gone in the second half. Absolute drama. As Pep Guardiola will make another change. Coming off will be Riyad Mahrez and his replacement, Raheem Sterling. So Sterling enters the match. We'll see if he can make an impact offensively, because Man City is still seeking their first goal of the match. De Bruyne is standing over the set piece. It's an in-swinger. Flicked away, and it's out for a corner kick on the far side. Tyrone Mings got ahead to it. A corner kick will be taken by Phil Foden. Foden to the near post, sent away by Matty Cash. Kept alive, though, to the end line. Bernardo's cross, claimed by Olsen again. He's been solid all afternoon long. And just looking at the facial expressions of the Man City fans in the crowd, they are extremely nervous at the moment, and understandably so. If Man City had Haaland right now, they would definitely be winning. Yeah, potentially. I mean, you never know. By the way, Burnley still losing to Newcastle. Leeds is in front of Brentford. So those two would flip-flop places if those results stand, and Burnley would be relegated. Leeds would stay alive, led by American head coach Jesse Marsh. What's up, Gabriel? How's it going? That is correct, Gabriel. Yes, if this result holds, Man City would still win the title on goal difference, but if Liverpool scores and takes the lead against Wolves, then Man City would need 2 goals. That's slotted into Raheem Sterling. His cross cut out by Mings. Another corner kick for Manchester City on the way. It's Kevin De Bruyne to take the corner. The outswinging ball in, headed clear by Mings. Out it comes towards midfield. De Bruyne. The in-swinger headed away once more by Mings. Controlled by Dean, who chips it ahead for Philippe Coutinho. And he's fouled on the play. Perhaps some frustration kicking in for Manchester City. We've played 58 minutes in Manchester. Back it comes to Olsen. Bouncing ball all the way back to Zinchenko, and they'll reset with Ederson. Zinchenko, Foden. Oh, and a heavy pass there by Cancelo. That just sums up the type of game it's been for Man City. So much possession, but a lack of creativity and opportunities created. Yeah, that would be crazy, Hugo, if that happens. Exactly, Gabriel. All part of the plan, you know? Approaching the hour mark now. Rodri over to Laporte, I should say, who finds Bernardo. Sterling's pass taken away, but won back quickly by Jesus. Jesus goes down, free kick to City. The foul called against Ollie Watkins. We've hit the hour mark. 1-0, Aston Villa still leading. And yes, Vaughn, Zinchenko is Ukrainian, yep. De Bruyne whips one into the 6-yard box. Chambers gets a foot to it. Another City corner kick on the way here. Liverpool Wolves still tied at a goal apiece. So the cross is an outswinger, headed away by Buendia. And there's a Villa player down in the penalty area. And that is Ollie Watkins. By the way, Burnley has just conceded again against Newcastle. They are collapsing here on the final day. And now Leeds in real good position to survive on the final day of the season and miraculously stay up in the Premier League. And it's looking more and more likely that Burnley will be going down. Unless there's a miracle late in that match. The free kick here taken by Olsen. It was a foul against City on the play. Ball falls to Coutinho, and Laporte got a touch. It is ruled a goal kick. It came back off of Coutinho last. And that looked promising for a moment there. A bit of contact on Watkins. Nothing called. And then Coutinho unable to send one on goal. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see about that, Ben. But yeah, the way they play, I don't know. I'm concerned for Burnley. Yeah, if they do go down, how long will it be till they get back up? Why would Burnley be happy about getting relegated, Vaughn? So some things you say just make absolutely no sense. You know how much it hurts these clubs financially by getting relegated? The dream of every club is to be in the Premier League, and once you get there, to stay there. And that's what makes relegation promotion so good. Because it makes those teams at the bottom play for something, and there's something to play for teams in the lower divisions, so they can crawl their way up the ladder. Oh yeah, 100%, Gabriel. I'm with you. I'd rather see Leeds stay up than Burnley. And that might have to do with the fact that they have an American head coach, but I mean, that's definitely part of it in Jesse Marsh. But no, Leeds just, they're a more enjoyable team to watch than Burnley. Most teams are. 64th minute of play. Space opening up for Villa. Here's Jacob Ramsey. He plays in Watkins. The flag stays down for now, but then it's raised. Offside the call. Looking back on the replay. Yep, he was offside by quite a bit. No doubt about that. Here is Rodri. Yeah, I know Burnley's owned by an American, but Leeds has an American manager, the only American manager in the Premier League. So I want to see Jesse Marsh do well. As Dean will take the throw in for Villa. That pinball's out for a City throw-in. Yeah, because there's a decent amount of clubs now around Europe, especially in England, Ben, that are owned, at least part owned by American owners. So it's much more rare with a manager being American in the Premier League. Of course, Bob Bradley was the only other American manager in the Premier League, and that was a very short stint at Swansea for him. So I want to see Jesse Marsch do well in charge of Leeds. As Villa looks to clear. And here they come. It's a potential 2-on-2 the other way. Coutinho finding Watkins. Tries to go back to Coutinho, but it's off the mark. Shots in this match, 13-3, Man City. Shots on goal, 1-1, however. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. Just not enough chances created by City. They've been unable to put the ball on target. No, Vaughn, the Bundesliga wasn't rigged. I don't know why you say that every single season. Just because Bayern wins doesn't mean it's rigged. I don't know where you get that from. Have you thought of the fact that Bayern is just significantly better than a lot of teams in the Bundesliga, and that's why they keep winning? This is played into Jesus. Jesus turns, and it's blocked there by Callum Chambers. City on the attack again. What's up, Jeffrey? How's it going? That's won back nicely by Emiliano Buendia. But once again, Manchester City quickly back in possession. We're about 3/4 through the match. It remains 1-0 Villa. However, it remains 1-1 between Liverpool and Wolves. And that's a foul at the edge of the area. The call against Philippe Coutinho. And this leads to a dangerous opportunity for City, about a yard outside the box. Well, yeah, the pundits just criticize him because he's American. You realize that, right, Ben? I mean, there's a stigma against American managers from pundits, especially in England. I mean, it's just how it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if Marsch keeps them up, Leeds fans will love him, and he'll earn the respect he deserves because he's actually a really good manager. I know it didn't go that well at Leipzig, but then again, a lot of his players were sold to Bayern as De Bruyne goes for goal over the bar as he tried to level the score. Couldn't do so. Firmino is warming up for Liverpool. All right, thanks for the update there, Hugo, as Man City will make yet another substitution, their third of the match, and it'll be Ilkay Gundogan coming on for Bernardo Silva. So Gundogan enters the match. And here's Coutinho, in with a chance, and Coutinho scores! The former Liverpool man tucks one in to the near post. It's 2-0 Villa. And in the 69th minute, it's a stunning development at the Etihad. Extraordinary drama here in the final day of the season. Philippe Coutinho, the former Liverpool man, led by manager Steven Gerrard, former Liverpool player, has absolutely stunned the crowd by doubling the lead. It all came off of a punt by Olsen, or rather a goal kick from Olsen, I should say. which went well beyond midfield. Header flicked on by Watkins. A beautiful first touch by Coutinho to set up the opportunity. And he sends one into the near post. Ederson left frozen. A beautiful finish by Philippe Coutinho. 2-0. Aston Villa leads. Absolutely crazy scenes at the Etihad. Unbelievable. The crowd is stunned. Pep Guardiola can't believe it. And Liverpool now have the title in their hands. All they need to do is score against Wolves. Unbelievable scenes with 20 minutes remaining. I can't believe it. Crazy stuff. Gundogan dispossessed. Villa loses it again. A nice move by Foden. He's in with a chance. His shot high and wide. He's claiming it took a deflection, but apparently it did not. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. Very, very nervous moments for City. No doubt about that. Yeah, Wolves playing Liverpool tough, and this is going to be intriguing as Philippe Coutinho is actually subbed off here. Score the second goal, and Nakamba comes on for Villa. That's the first substitution of the game for Aston Villa. You can tell that Pep Guardiola is just shocked as well. I don't know why they took Coutinho out. I'm not sure. An anxious crowd on hand. All of the fans just can't believe it. Amazing scoreline indeed, Ben. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yeah, the onus is now on Liverpool to score. Here's Buendia. Buendia goes down. It's one back by Rodri. He sends it ahead to De Bruyne. Man City on the attack. It's Kevin De Bruyne laying it off to Raheem Sterling. Back to De Bruyne. His shot's over the bar. Chance after chance for Manchester City, and still no goals. So Olsen in no hurry to take the goal kick here. Here's Jesus. He gets tripped up from behind. A foul called against Aston Villa. 74th minute. Who will win the Bundesliga next season? Probably Bayern Von. Kevin De Bruyne will take the set piece towards the back post. And the header wide from Gundogan. Goal kick for Villa with just over 15 minutes remaining. Yes, I saw that, Gabriel. Burnley scored to make it 2-1. They still need 2 more goals, however, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, crazy score lines everywhere. Yeah, it's possible. Ben, it's possible. But the thing is, if Liverpool scores, Man City will need to win. A draw won't be enough if Liverpool scores. So that's what makes things all the more interesting. Here's Zinchenko. Dribbling through his Foden. Great bit of skill from Phil Foden. He takes it into the box. Now looking for support. Rodri. Great through ball by Cancelo, but cut out by Dean. 75 minutes have passed. 15 remaining till stoppage time. The edge of the area. It's Jesus. Raheem Sterling. Sterling to the end line. Cross to the back post. The header's in. Man City scores. It's İlkay Gündoğan, the substitute. And it's 2-1 in the 75th minute. And finally, something to cheer about for the crowd on hand. A powerful header by İlkay Gündoğan at the back post. Beautiful cross by Sterling. The two substitutes linking up for the goal. That was a beautiful cross right through the 6-yard box from Sterling to Gündoğan. 2-1. The Liverpool game is still 1-1. And there's hope for Manchester City. If this result holds, if the current results hold, Man City still would win the Premier League title. Liverpool still needs to score against Wolves. And that ball nearly found Sterling. No, if Liverpool scores, they would win the title, Hugo. If Liverpool scores, they would still win the title. But they need to get that second goal against Wolves. Here's a through ball played towards Jesus, and it will be a corner kick. Tyrone Mings is absolutely furious. And all of a sudden, the Man City fans trying to get behind their club. De Bruyne's cross headed towards the post, and Olsen gets there. John Stones actually got a piece of it. Robin Olsen in no particular hurry to punt this one. Sent beyond midfield. De Bruyne. Now Gündoğan. He finds De Bruyne. City looking for the equalizer. Nice move by Zinchenko. He sets up a chance. The shot is in! It's 2-2! Unbelievable scenes. Rodri has found the equalizer. It's all level. 3 minutes, 2 goals. And it's 2-2 at the Etihad. Would you believe it? The one-time finish to the near post. Rodri finds the equalizing goal. And we're all level at 2 apiece. An unbelievable turn of events in what's been an extraordinary match. And now Man City, 1 goal away from guaranteeing a title no matter what happens in the Liverpool-Wolves match. Yeah, you called it, Ben. You called it, man. Unbelievable. 79th minute. And it's 2-2. Wow. If City scores another one, they are guaranteed champions. But we're still in a scenario where if Liverpool scores against Wolves and this game stays 2-2, Liverpool would win the title. So this comeback by City has only added to the drama. This is played in, and a chance sent over the bar by Rodri. Unbelievable here in the second half. '80th minute, we're 10 away from stoppage time here in the second half. Man City has come storming back as Olsen will take the goal kick. Header out. It'll be a Man City throw-in. Here's Aymeric Laporte. It's now in City's hands. A goal, and they are champions. That pass couldn't find Sterling, but here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne into the box. De Bruyne shoots. Oh, it's a goal! İlkay Gündoğan has scored. Manchester City has taken the lead. In one of the most incredible comebacks you'll ever see, Manchester City has flipped this game on its head. 3-2, Man City. They were down and out just 10 minutes ago, and they are now in front by a goal. İlkay Gündoğan, the super sub off the bench for Manchester City. He's scored twice. Aston Villa just couldn't clear. De Bruyne with a cross to the back post. And İlkay Gündoğan there for the tap-in. It's an extraordinary comeback. You can't make this up. Unbelievable scenes at the Etihad. Just a sensational comeback. The pure shift in emotions is something that cannot be matched. And with this result, no matter what happens in the Liverpool-Wolves match, Man City would win the title. Absolutely extraordinary. You have Brentford scored against Leeds. It's all sorts of drama around the grounds. 5.5 minutes until stoppage time, and who knows how much will be added on. One of the craziest matches you'll ever see in the final game of a season with such big implications on the title. Wow. And now let's see if Aston Villa can once again provide a twist to the plot. Although all the momentum with City now, De Bruyne nearly pouncing on that. Tyrone Mings clearing it at the last second. Liverpool Wolves is still 1-1, by the way. 84th minute, Manchester City leads Aston Villa 3-2. Wow. And perhaps there is still more drama to come. You never know. Back it comes to Ederson. You'll find Cancelo. Nakamba gets taken out. No foul called. Throw into City. Liverpool has just scored, everybody. Liverpool has just taken the lead against Wolves, but if Man City holds on to the lead, none of that will matter. Wow. If Aston Villa was to score an equalizer late, Liverpool would win the title, but now Liverpool needs Aston Villa to do them a good. Salah scored. All right. Thank you, Hugo. As that ball is lofted forward, Ederson has it at the edge of the box. 85th minute. Absolute drama here in the title race. 5 minutes from stoppage time. It's now one back by Villa. Passed ahead by Buendia. Here comes the cross. Cleared out by Laporte. Advantage played. No, now it's taken back by Michael Oliver. He blows the whistle. Free kick to City. Wow, crazy stuff. Even if this game was 2-2 right now, we would be looking at Liverpool winning the title if the results held. But with that third goal scored by Gundogan, the title would be City's. De Bruyne goes down and a free kick awarded to Manchester City. Foul against Nakamba, and he'll be shown yellow. This is just absolutely unbelievable how this has all played out. Wow, Gabriel, that's crazy. So Marvelous Nakamba is booked for Villa. Free kick taken by De Bruyne. He'll switch the point of attack, finding Phil Foden. And at this point, City just trying to keep possession. That was nearly turned over. But they recover. Down the line, it's Jesus. He'll find Foden. And now Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne. Sterling combining with Joao Cancelo. 3 minutes from stoppage time. De Bruyne tries to keep it alive, but that ball is over the end line, and it will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. All eyes on this match. If Villa grabs an equalizer, Liverpool would win the title. If not, the title is City's, as Aston Villa will make just their second substitution of the game. And it will be Emiliano Buendia coming off. And his replacement, Ashley Young. Ashley Young has been around for quite a while now. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It didn't really make sense taking off Coutinho. I don't think Villa parked the bus, Hugo. I mean, they were defending the entire game. I mean, they didn't really change anything after their 2 goals. I mean, maybe they got a little too comfortable, but Man City has been kind of dominating this game. I mean, when Villa took the 2-0 lead, the shots were what, 13-3 City? So I think just City is that much better. And Villa sort of scored their goals against the run of play, as it's another foul against Aston Villa. Free kick to Manchester City. 89th minute. Who will win the Stanley Cup? I'd probably say Colorado. Yeah. I would lean Avalanche right now. Yeah. One minute from stoppage time. How much will they add on? It's taken to the corner by Jesus, and Foden loses it. Throw into Aston Villa. Liverpool has scored again. It's now 3-1 over at Anfield. Another goal for Liverpool. But it won't matter if Aston Villa can't grab an equalizer here. Here's Phil Foden. Foden to the corner. And that went out of play, as Jesus couldn't quite keep it in. Throw into Villa. We have reached the 90th minute. We await the word on stoppage time. And there is the board. 4 additional minutes here at the end of the second half. Foden went down. Free kick to City. And Phil Foden cramping up for City. Foden now back to his feet. Appears to be okay. If the current results hold, Manchester City would win the Premier League title. And now Ederson is down at the far end of the field. He appears to be cramping up. And so Ederson down. Yeah, exactly, Hugo. Yep, now is the time for a miracle of miracles indeed, Ben. Well, they're going to add much more than 4, with Ederson being attended to by the athletic trainers, or the physios, as they say in England. Ederson now back to his feet. Looks like the left knee is the issue for Ederson. But he remains in the game. 92nd minute now. I got to think they'll at least go to 6 additional minutes. Man City just heading towards the corner time and time again. Jesus sends it off of Foden. Now De Bruyne. De Bruyne right to the corner flag once more, and he'll win a corner. Well played by Manchester City. De Bruyne taps it to Jesus. And Jesus just shields it in the corner. Young sends it out over the far sideline. Throw into City. And a repeat of the last play. Out off of Villa again for another throw-in. 93 minutes have passed. And finally, it's off of Jesus, throw-in for Villa. Thrown ahead. Rodri gets a touch. Aston Villa sends it towards midfield. Ball chipped to the corner. Jesus giving chase. He shields it from Cash. Nakamba trying to help out. And an absolute battle there in the corner of the field. In the end, it's off of Jesus for a Villa throw-in. Here is Mings. Last attack, maybe, for Villa here. It's kept in play by Douglas Luiz. Man City clears. All the way back it comes to the keeper, Robin Olsen. Michael Oliver blows the final whistle. It is all over. Manchester City has done it. They are champions of the Premier League. Amazing scenes. The fans rush the field. Absolute scenes at Etihad Stadium. One of the crazier comebacks you'll ever see on the final day of the season. Liverpool Wolves is over 3-1. Liverpool defeats Wolves, but it is not enough as Man City pulls off the unbelievable comeback. Liverpool finishes second, 1 point behind Manchester City. The emotions taking over Pep Guardiola as he celebrates with his players. Crazy scenes. Gundogan labeled the hero. The substitute scores twice off the bench. The fans rushing the field at the Etihad. And what a devastating way to end the season for Liverpool. If Man City had only scored 2 goals and not 3, Liverpool would be champions. That's how tight it was. As I take a look at the scenes at both the Etihad and at Anfield, contrasting scenes, devastation for Liverpool, pure delight for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, so happy as the players head to the locker room momentarily for safety before they return to the pitch for the trophy presentation. It's a sea of sky blue at Etihad Stadium. Manchester City has done it. 4 titles in 5 seasons. And hey, I appreciate that a lot, Ben. I appreciate that a lot. Hey, a title is a title, Hugo. I mean, you can't blame them for celebrating. I mean, and especially with the drama that it came down to at the end. You gotta respect their celebrations, no doubt about it. And yes, Gabriel, I will be on the call for the Champions League final next weekend. Yep. And Liverpool, after the reality sinks in today, will have to quickly shift their focus to the Champions League final 6 days from now when they take on Real Madrid in Paris. Well, safe to say Manchester City did it the hard way, but they've done it nonetheless. Down 2-0 with 15 minutes left in the match. They score 3 goals in about a 6-minute span, and they are your champions of England. Wow. I am just stunned at what we saw, and I'm glad I came on to call this match because it had a bit of everything. Absolute scenes here on Championship Sunday. And the trophy will be Manchester City's. Wow. All right. That'll do it for my broadcast, folks. The trophy lift, I should say, is on the way. But that'll do it for myself. The Champions League final was supposed to be in St. Petersburg, Vaughn, but it got moved to Paris. No, that will do it, Hugo. I'm gonna sign off because it's not too fun with me announcing the trophy lift. There's not much fun in me just doing the play-by-play for that. I think it's safe to say. So that will do it for my broadcast. What an unbelievable Premier League season. In the end, Manchester City finishes 1 point clear of Liverpool. They come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. The fans storming the pitch at the Etihad, and Liverpool left thinking, what could have been? I'm Sam Reese signing off, saying so long, everybody. Manchester City, your 2021-22 Premier League champions.